a leader's one-on-one meetings. Now, if you're in a professional position of leadership, I understand how busy you must be, how worn out you can be with the amount of meetings you have in a day, the fires that you put out in a day, the random conversations that you have with your people and other leaders within your organization in a day, and not to mention the job that you have to do. So I understand why one-on-one meetings with the people on your team get rescheduled constantly, pushed back constantly, and sometimes just completely flaked on. Now, although I understand it, I also know the value and the power of having consistently one-on-one meetings with the people on your team. Done right, it not only enhances your leadership, but also their leadership, because leaders build other leaders. And as you go, and as they go, so does your organization. So, putting aside being busy, I want to share with you the 5 key tips to having great one-on-one meetings with your people, elevating your organization, leadership, and work-life harmony. Now, I will recommend this meeting does not have to happen all the time or as frequently as you may think. I once worked for an organization and they said they were going to start having weekly one-on-ones. I was okay with the concept because I understood where they were trying to go, what they were trying to achieve. The problem is that it became an annual review meeting done on a weekly basis. Myself and other employees felt like we were constantly berated for not doing enough. The mission of the organization was the only thing talked about, and us making our numbers more and more. So no matter what number you hit, there was always a bigger number, and they were disappointed that you didn't, and it was the driving force of that meeting. Making me, making you feel less human, less valued, less appreciated. And people who feel like that don't tend to do more for you or the organization. So I recommend once a month, schedule it, stick to it, and be available for it at all times. Tip 1 and how to do it right is start with the POW. I call that the positive of the week. When you sit down and before you get into business, hey, what's been your positives since the last time I saw you? What's been the positive of the month? Your positive of your last week? Starting with a positive has a power because they have to have an answer for it. They have to at least think of it. And if they can't think of one that time, I want you to share yours first. Because the positive doesn't have to be work related. Maybe it's something home related, with their partner, with their kids, with their parents, whomever. But you start and set a tone. They'll come up with something. And because all of those meetings are gonna happen once a month, they're prepared for you to ask, so they're already thinking about it. Now you have your people being leaders and thinking positive before they get to you, because you've set an expectation and a standard. So what's been your positive? And now they and you become human very, very quickly. The next tip, the next question is asking the person you're sitting with, what do they want to get out of this meeting? You can always have your agenda, but knowing what they want to get out of working at this company, being on your team, how they want to evolve professionally and personally will mean a lot to you, because now you know what to target. Now you know their language. Now you know what motivates them. And that leads us into step 3. Now you get to mesh your team's goals, your company's vision with theirs. Hey, you mentioned that this is important to you. This is what you want to get out of working here and being here. Well, this is a vision that we have for the company, for the team. Let's mesh the two, because it'll be great for you, great for us, and a win-win on both sides. Now you have your people's attention, because you're fulfilling their need and marrying it with yours. Next, you want to be able to reiterate the plan. So now you know what to marry and what to do. Make sure the plan is clear and concise. Recapping the plan is very important because it puts both you and them on the same page. So you're saying we're going to do this, this, and this. So the next time we meet, I want to ask you about how that's going. It's giving homework that they actually want to do. Lastly, you want to end with asking them their biggest takeaway. What was the biggest takeaway you took from our meeting today? They will have an answer. And their answer, because they said it, means more to them than you telling them what the biggest part was. That's the 5 steps, the 5 big tips on having one-on-one meetings. Be sure you're consistent with your meetings. Don't flake. Don't reschedule. I know you're busy, so are they. They will appreciate knowing that you're busy, but you still took time to enhance their leadership, see them as human, and respect their value. Ask them the positive of their week. Share first to give them an example. Now they're human. You then want to ask what they want to get out of it. You then want to mesh the plan. You want to recap the plan and ask their biggest takeaway. That's how you have a meaningful, powerful, evolved one-on-one with your people. Now when it gets to an annual review, there's no surprises on your end or on theirs, and you have an excellent, stellar team that your organization can be proud of, and you as a leader they will recognize. Guys, thank you so much. I hope this here resonated with you and helps to impact and add value to your organization and your team. Especially nowadays, doing this remotely, when you don't have an opportunity to just walk down and traipse down the aisle or see someone at their office or cubicle and have a conversation to either clean up or something you forgot. This is powerful as people are working remotely and living their lives at home with their kids, their partner. This right here allows you to enhance your organization for them. So if you like this, you're gonna love everything that I have for you at youevolvingnow.com. That's YOU evolvingnow.com. I look forward to being of great value and impact for your organization, your team, and in your life. Guys, take care. I'll see you next time and enjoy your evolution.